Let's do it.
This is the Bill Squire Show.
Well, here we are. We're live. We're doing it through Zoom. I'm learning all this new technology over the break. I know how to use Zoom. This is the first time I'm live streaming using Zoom. I usually use a different program known as Switcher Studio. But for what I'm trying to do here today, Zoom seemed like the better option. It's higher quality. It's a little more functional for what I'm trying to do. The Switcher Studio works great for when we're doing the in-studio stuff, but this gets the job done right here. And Poundcake's gonna be joining me any minute now. Yeah, we're doing things, doing big things, learning things. Kind of wanted that out of the way, but whatever. There's worse things than an empty chair. All right, let me make sure that I am sharing this out. If you guys could share this out, let people know that we are live. It's a good thing. Hey Ray, thank you so much. Share this around. I couldn't schedule it. That's the only thing with Zoom. I wanted to schedule it like I do with the other ones, but couldn't get that done. So, what are you gonna do? Get Radio Cody B tagged here so he can retweet this, and then I'll share it over on Facebook. I know this is an exciting thing. This isn't like starting off with a big bang, but hey, what are you gonna do? We're getting done what we can get done. If you can also subscribe, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate that. It helps a lot. All right, now I got Mary calling. Oh, I'm gonna see if this phone call will come through. Let me get over here. Come on. I got it. Hold on. Come on. Trying to see if I can take phone calls on here. Trying to get it. Come on. I need a new computer is what I need. There it is. Oh, man. I think I got it. Did I get it in time? I think I'm calling her back now. All right. Well, I'm trying things. If you want to try calling, we can take a live call. Let me try calling Mary again, just to test this. See if she can hear me.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the Bill Squire Show. Can you hear me?
Oh, hi. I can hear you, yes.
Yes, I can take phone calls now. So
Look at that.
yeah. I'm
You are like doing it.
I'm really doing it. We're really doing it, Harry.
We're doing it.
All right. Continue with your day.
Okay.
That's all I need from you. Enough of her. All right. So if you want to call in 216-302-8783, I got that set up and ready to go. Let's see if Poundcake's here yet. Oh, here he is. We got Poundcake. Hold on. Let me get you into the room, Poundcake, and we'll get going. He had a bit of a day already. He's got things going on. There we go. Poundcake is admitted into the Bill Squire Show. And there he is.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You sound great.
Perfect.
Give me your camera. Do you got your camera?
Hang on one second.
All right.
I don't know why that didn't pop up to begin with.
Yeah, that's all right. Okay. Hey, welcome to the Bill Squire Show. We can take phone calls.
Oh yeah, that's right. You do have a number. Look how advanced your ass is.
216-302-8783 if you want to call in. You just got back from the bank. You're having some identity theft problems.
Yeah, just in time for the holidays. Everyone's feeling the pinch, and I got like an alert on my phone like yesterday saying that there may have been some fraudulent charges on my account. And I'm like, well, I only do Uber Eats, so what else really could there be besides me stopping at a gas station? And someone was like spending money in DC, and I'm just like, wow, okay.
Well, that's not you.
No, definitely not me. Definitely not me.
If anybody, it's those damn politicians.
They always spend our money anyway, so might as well just at least let me know first.
Right. When you get your $2,000, if we were to get that,
Okay, if we get it.
how would you spend it? And I'm talking about like a frivolous way. I'll give you an example of something that I would do that would be a frivolous way to just waste $2,000.
Not
That's
you.
that's what
No,
I'm trying to
definitely
do.
not me.
Oh, sorry.
Definitely not me.
Got the if anybody.
By the way,
the
your
live
backdrop
stream
is
up.
bomb.
All right, hold on. I had the live stream up just to make sure that it was working. All right.
I feel like I need like a backdrop. Now I need to add like a.
You gotta catch up, man. I'm doing big things here.
I know.
All right. So what's a frivolous way that you would spend $2,000? I'm just talking like ridiculous things. For me, not to put you on like because I'm putting you on the spot, so I'll give you time to kind of think of something. One thing that I would do is I like the idea of buying a bunch of Roombas and then like
And have them fight. Joust.
not even just that. I would have them like circle around me like they're my bodyguards, like Roombas and drones that would just always be hovering around me, just like either on the ground or flying around me, and just like my own personal bubble of protection.
You know, I did see a video of someone using drones to have like an air hammock, and they're just like flying and laying in the
I
hammock.
did see that too. That's pretty badass.
Yeah, but I'm too scared for that, so I wouldn't do that. But quite honestly, I think after Corona's over and done with, I'm going to be drunk for an entire year. So I probably would just spend it on booze, going out. I would finally spend it. $2,000 probably doesn't get you a yacht, but it gets you on like a day boat. I
Yeah,
could
you
do
go.
like a good day boat and rent like a little boat boy to like pedal.
You can have a few boat trips that summer. Like
Yeah.
over the summer, you can do a few boat trips, and that's good enough, right?
Aren't we privileged enough to live in Ohio where $2,000 actually gets you more things than just like rent and utilities?
Oh, right, yeah, it's very nice. So what else? I had another idea for something that I would do. God damn, what was it? These are things that I was thinking of it like as I'm driving around, like having those, shower thoughts or driving thoughts, and I was just like, what would I spend $2,000 on? I feel like I had a really good one, and then it completely slipped my mind. It was like such a silly thing.
I mean, I think the way the internet's going, and especially with like the whole purge from Pornhub, I can just help some people out, small business, and just donate a lot to OnlyFans.
There
I'll
you
just
go.
subscribe to a bunch of people's OnlyFans, and then I'm helping them, and they're helping me. We're helping each other.
Yeah, that's there you go. And it's investing in small businesses, which is important these days.
I want to be all up in their business for sure.
Mhm. Man, what was the other one that I had? It was something just a lot of food, but yeah, the drinking thing for sure. I'm having a drink right now, little whiskey. Got my whiskey barrel bar. I gotta make sure that it's always stocked, and you can't just have it sitting there. You got to use it too.
See, like I'm not. Something happened to me to where I can't really get drunk off of little beverages anymore. Like if I'm out at a dinner and I have like a glass of wine or like a margarita or something like that, it gives me like a little buzz, but it goes away within, I would say, like 10 to 20 minutes. Now, back
Yeah,
in the
that's why I
day,
have a big ass glass of whiskey here. I mean, there's a little bit of Coke in here, but it's mostly whiskey.
see, even that, like White Claws, Twisted Teas, although I am in favor of Twisted Tea, especially after this past weekend.
We'll get to Twisted Tea. I got a lot I want to say about Twisted Tea.
But like now I have to do like straight shots and stuff, and I never was that person. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm back to college when I was taking straight shots of things. So I'm gonna do like some tequila. I'll probably do some vodka like I used to. Tito's probably before it was Smirnoff, and I don't think I can ever drink Smirnoff again.
Why did you did too much Smirnoff?
The only time I've ever blacked out was on Smirnoff, and I don't know why. That was my drink of choice. That was like the first alcohol that I got experience with, and they had strawberry, they had blueberry, they had grape, they had all different types of Smirnoff, and that was just my go-to shit. Like that was my shit.
Yeah.
And then for some reason my body just rejected it, and I blacked out on it one night because I finished 2 bottles of strawberry and blueberry, and I woke up with a giant cartoon-sized lump on my head, and I never was able to drink it again. Yeah.
I've definitely been there a few times, but it's never stopped me. I've never sworn off a kind of alcohol for a hangover, because then I'd have to kind of swear them all off, because I've gotten pretty drunk, like ridiculously drunk on
Like
every brand and every type of booze.
I was legendary that night. Like I heard it was a badass party, and I wish I was there to like
really
corroborate the story.
remember it and enjoy
Apparently,
it.
I had sex with someone. I got some head in a bathroom, and then that was the whole reason why I got pushed down the stairs. They said I got pushed, but I don't remember falling. And yeah, I just had a big lump on my head. So no more of that for me.
All right. If you want to call in and tell us about a time that, well, I actually want to hear from people how they would spend their money. If you want to call in, I think that would be fun. It is, let me get the number again. I should probably memorize this 216-302-8783. And we'll talk to you. That'd be good. What some people in the comments said, back. Yes, Poundcake will be back in studio after break. A ridiculously expensive hotel suite for the weekend. That's a good idea.
Where though? Not here in
Yeah.
Cleveland.
I mean, if it's a nice enough room, man, there's
So you can have a view of like our murky lake. No, I want to go
it's
somewhere
not
else.
murky. It's beautiful today. Today it's great.
Oh yeah, that's right. You literally have an apartment with a view of the lake. So I
I
guess
can
I
see
should
the
ask
lake
you.
right now. I can call your bluff. And sometimes, yes, it is murky, but it's our lake, and we have to appreciate it for what it is.
Sure, okay.
There's a post on Cleveland Scene today about one of the mansions that's right up the street from me that's for sale. And this thing it's like going for $6.5 million. And this thing is so ridiculous.
It's
Like,
so gaudy. I saw that. It has
yeah,
like an
right.
indoor pool. It has like a greenhouse in it.
It's
Like
got
it looks
pillars
like
everywhere. Like there's so many pillars. It looks like the type of movie you put in like an action movie or a superhero movie. So just so you can throw them through the pillars a bunch of fucking times.
it seems like more of a museum than it does a
Yes,
house.
yes, it does not. And that's what grandma was saying because she saw it and she's like, not a lot of warmth in there. I'm like, I don't think this is a place where you want it to feel like cozy and homey. Like you're going to that place to feel like a certain type of way. And
You
that
have
type
to
of
have
way is
servants. Like you can't live in that house by yourself. You have to have like servants, like, may I take your hat, sir? Type servants. You don't just live in that house by yourself unless I'm sure that place is haunted.
no, I don't think it's haunted. I mean, there's probably people just actually living in the walls.
But you can't actually, like, I think about the people that used to live there. Like someone had to build that house and it was like, this is my dream home. And
Mhm.
then they just left it. And clearly it's a very particular house for a very particular type of buyer because they post that article every so often and no one still has bought this house. So I don't know what they're hoping to get out of it because that thing has been like vacant for like years.
Well, I mean, that's the kind of people that have that kind of money where they can have a house like that and be like, that's just our when we're in Cleveland house.
$6.5 million. Like there's a couple people that I know that had that type of money, like their family, they come from generational wealth, but it's so unfathomable. Like, oh, I'm just gonna go over to my friend Brad's house, and then, oh, mom, we four-wheelered, we jumped on trampoline, we swam inside of his house, and then we let off fireworks in his backyard, and we didn't even disturb the neighbors.
Well, it's one of those things too where it's like you really can't understand that kind of wealth because we're talking about what we do with $2,000, and to someone that owns a house like that, $2,000 is what you spend like in a morning just doing your day-to-day stuff because it's so extravagant.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Like that's just maintenance. That's making sure you keep the cupboards clean.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, you have to have a staff and everything. Like you're saying, that it's just ridiculous. It's a beautiful house though, and I just want to I wish I had someone that was super rich that could buy it and just be like, yeah, just go live there for me, just take care of it for me. And I wouldn't take care of it. I would definitely get fired, but it'd be a good couple of weeks.
Yeah, I just run through the house naked. Like I'd be like, what can I do? Have the sunglasses and the underwear and just slide through.
Just the pool itself, like having that indoor pool would be incredible. Just the parties you could throw. And like, I'm not even like a party guy and I just want to do it just because it's like, it takes you right to that like high school mentality where you want to throw like the biggest, craziest party, wildest party you can.
See, I feel like that would be a little less fun throwing a party like that. It's not like on TV because then people be ready to sue. As soon as you walk in that house, immediately I'm like, you about to sign something to where if something happens, my insurance is not covering you. Like you are, so someone's gonna stub their toe and then want to sue. Someone's gonna, oh, I forgot how to swim. Why are you in my fucking pool then? Like you instantly have a target on your back. Your neighbors are gonna be pissed at you because your lawn looks better than theirs, or your landscape looks better than theirs. And then they're like, "Well, you're bringing our property value down, or we have to pay more in taxes because of you, or whatever."
Someone suggested that with their $2,000, they buy an inflatable hot tub, but you could buy a real hot tub for
Why?
two
Yeah,
grand.
why
Right?
buy an inflatable one
Maybe that's just what they're,
unless you want
they,
one
they want to
already
save a
done?
little bit to be able to get some snacks for the party. I mean, you already got the hot tub, so you're already living that life. You're already living big.
Yes, I'm using someone else's hot tub. That is my dream. A hot tub that I don't have to pay for. Absolutely.
That's all that matters. Yeah. I mean, you're already up there and doing it. You're living this guy's dream. So God damn, I really wish I could remember what that other thing was.
Spending your money frivolously.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be on shoes because you already got that.
I already got a bunch of shoes, and it's also like I want it to be like something that's more ridiculous than just buying shoes. Something silly, but whatever. I can't remember it. But you said you've been to that. So there was the Twisted Tea hit that went around the world that is like spreading. It's everywhere. Tea memes are everywhere. Twisted Tea's getting so much promotion, and it does make me.
They're all over my feed.
I've never had a Twisted Tea before, but I'm like, maybe I should try one because
it's the best.
It's just right there.
It gets you lit.
Yeah. So that happened not far from your mom's house.
No, yeah. My people, like a fellow, iHeart employee, Campy, he knows him. Like, because he's from Elyria. But like,
well, yeah, Campy's from Elyria and he works at the train station. So he's like, he knows everybody in town basically because they all pretty much go to that bar.
Yeah, there's only 2 bars in Elyria, and he works at one of them.
So as soon as I saw that I saw that it was from Elyria, I texted those guys from Dude Nobody Cares, and they're like, "Oh, I don't know him," and then Campy's like, "Oh, I know both those guys." Yeah, this isn't surprising at all how this went down.
I love how Campy knows both of them, not just one, but both. He wants to get them both on his podcast. But yeah, that's right down the road. I mean, that's on a main street of Elyria. So yeah. And I think it was just more so everyone around them, like they knew the guys were going to get into a fight, and the one guy's there, he's just trying to get his whatever, and the girl, she's like, the part that got me at the end when she was like, "You got yours, buddy. I don't blame you."
It sounded like Drunk Sue doing the play-by-play.
Exactly, because she's sitting there filming, and the people behind the counter, they're like, "I'm not getting into this. They can't fight in here, but I'm not going to call the police because that Twisted Tea might end up on me. He might do the same thing." Yeah.
Just let it play out and enjoy the moment.
I'm sure those guys went home and were like, "Babe, you're never going to guess what happened at work today."
Oh, right. That's like their story for the rest of their life.
They're like, "I never was so grateful to work at a Circle K until now."
All right. Sorry, I was doing some link sharing to try and get some more people watching. And
is it on Twitter?
It's on Twitter. I tagged you in Twitter. It's on Facebook. It's on my Instagram. So hopefully we'll get the viewers. We've been doing all right on these. They've been pretty fun, but we had to do some stuff from home this week because of just stuff that's going on in the building. So
figures
we gotta be home, and Mary's just like burnt out on stuff, so she didn't want to do it. So I'm like, you know what? I'll call John and Poundcake, and I'm gonna have Cody Cooper on tomorrow, and it's gonna be, it's content. I love my girlfriend. She's great. Just sends me the most random stuff.
Must be nice to have a girlfriend.
It is nice. It is nice. Just she's.
Oh man, we're not getting our 2K checks.
Oh, did it just get shut down?
Yes, it says Senate GOP blocks Democratic push for Trump's 2K checks. But then again, I'm not shocked. I knew we weren't getting it.
I thought Bernie was trying to do like a filibuster or something to keep them in session or something.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know how.
All right, so how would you frivolously spend $600?
How I'm about to spend it on food?
Mm-hmm.
Like $600 ain't nothing. Like that's less than people's rent.
I know it's very, yeah. They're not trying to help anybody. They're just trying to. Who knows? I don't want to get into it though. I do want to talk about. So there's a football player that just got cut from his team because last week he went to a strip club and he's been playing poorly anyway. And he was like a big star at Ohio State. And now he is not even employed anymore because he went after playing real shitty last week. He like wanted to get his mind right by going to a strip club. And there's pictures of him in the club with no mask on or anything. And that's like, I'm not asking you about football, but I'm asking you about how you would do that and not get caught.
How I would go to a strip club and not get caught?
Or celebrate or not even celebrate, just blow off steam or be rich or be like, because your paranoia is the exact reason why this guy got caught, because he doesn't have that kind of paranoia. You would never let it happen.
No, I would never let it happen, but he's foolish anyways, because people have been doing this and getting away with it for I don't know how long. You don't go to a strip club. You bring the strip club to you. You go to your house. You put a stripper pole in your basement. You have guards at the door. You make sure he takes everyone's phone. They pat everyone down, and you can have safe, no mask fun. You can even COVID test people if you want to. People have been doing this. This ain't new. People have bars in their basement. You have a bar in your house.
Yeah, but I haven't had people over. But it's one of those things.
Hookers if you want to.
I don't got $600 check hookers. They're not going to be top notch.
And it depends. OnlyFans, people be struggling. You'll see.
So yeah, and that's kind of what I was thinking is like, you have the means, because he's not like the highest paid quarterback, but he's making a good living. He was a first round pick. He's got money. Don't be so foolish about things and go to the strip club.
What team?
He plays for the Washington football team.
Okay. I was gonna say, I thought you said he played for Ohio State. I was like, players get paid now?
He did play for Ohio State, but then they he got drafted. He was like a first round pick, which means he got a good payday right off the bat. But dude blew it. I mean, he stinks on the field, but they'll turn the other. They'll accommodate you if you're playing well, and he's not playing.
Doesn't the contract mean you get paid no matter what?
Well, there's guaranteed money, and then there's non-guaranteed. So you have to like play through it. You have to hit incentives to get certain amounts of the money, but then you have your guaranteed money where it's like that you'll get no matter what. And for those rookie contracts, it's not what it used to be. Like, it used to be like $40 million, $50 million signing bonuses just before you even touch the ball, before you even step on the field in the NFL. And this guy probably had like, I don't know, 8 or 10 million maybe. But yeah, he screwed up.
Yeah, that's to say the least. Because people have, like I said, people have been doing this for years. I'm sure there's plenty of players that get down. They probably got bitches living in their house right now. Honestly, blow off steam. They probably got hoes walking around. You need anything, daddy? Anything I can do to make you any more?
That's what you do. You get this big ass mansion over here, and then you have different wings where you have like your family wing, and then you have your hooker wing, and you have your like friends wing.
Houses. You have houses in the back. Like, they have wings where you don't even have to know someone's in your house if you don't want to.
They wouldn't even interact. It's like, I mean, basically what R. Kelly was doing with all his girls.
Yeah. And he clearly didn't have that much money. So it don't take much money. It just takes common sense. And I think these people, honestly, and everyone laughs at me when I say people are out to get you and you have a target on your back once you get rich. But it's true, because he was obviously bringing in big money to that strip club. And that's why they opened it to him with open arms. But it only takes one person with a camera to blow up your spot and screw you over out of millions. They were like, I know who that guy is. I know if I post this picture,
it's going to get them a payday. Yeah.
And he was spending money at the strip club. So it had to be a hater. It had to be like a bartender or something, or someone who didn't get tipped well. Who else would do it?
Well, I think there's enough dummies that just put stuff on social media without even thinking about it.
They knew exactly what they were doing. You don't just do that and be like, hey, so-and-so's. I'm sure the caption was like, oh, so-and-so's partying with no mask. And then just let it blow up.
I think it was somebody putting it on their story. And maybe like it was just like their friend's story or sending it to people, and someone screenshotted it, and then he got busted for it. I don't think it was anybody at the club.
Was the strip club in violation?
I mean, yeah, because you can't have like strippers giving people dances without masks and stuff. You gotta,
they shaking their pussy around. They gotta wear a mask.
Yeah,
that don't make much sense to me. I can't.
Well, you're not coughing out your vagina.
Okay. So I'm just saying you can have sex with random people as long as they cover their mouth.
Yeah, that's
Don't worry about COVID.
The whole 2020 is the return of the glory hole, man.
But your mouth, you put your mouth on a penis.
But it's not. But you're not breathing it in.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't.
Because that was the whole reason why I was trying to say celibate. I was like, I know it would be me. Like, I know I would be horny one night and I would let the horniness get the best of me. And I'll hook up with someone on Grindr and I have some random give me head. And then there would be no way I could lie. I'm just like, this dude gave me a blowjob and now I got COVID. And I would deserve it. I would deserve it.
Yeah, you would. But you didn't. And so good for you for staying strong and not giving into your worldly desires.
I hate it.
Yeah, well, it'll be over soon enough.
Don't they have drive-through strip clubs?
Yeah, I don't think that took off the way people wanted them to.
I'm like, I want you on my hood. Just get on the hood and like dance in front of my windshield. Put your booty marks on there.
All right, next. So this was a fun thing that was on Twitter that some of our listeners are so goddamn funny. Just with the silly stuff. First, there's the Dave Matthews remix of the Twisted Tea thing, but somebody else did 9 Inch Nails, and I retweeted that. So if you haven't seen that, that's fantastic. Is the closer.
I think this guy's gonna get an endorsement. That's a pretty good fight.
Yeah, somebody should make some money off of it besides just Twisted Tea. I think they should get both of them and do like, can't we all just get along? And instead of like sharing a beer together, share Twisted Tea together.
But the thing is, Twisted Teas get you so lit. Like, it's so much better than a beer. And taking it to the head, I mean, ugh. I'm surprised the guy didn't get cut up. Like, he got up and I didn't really see any blood. He was just a little flustered and red.
He was, but I'm sure like the next day, he probably was all swollen up.
People were like adding him on Facebook and like wanted to see what he had to say. He deleted everything.
Oh, I'm sure.
Because he was getting tagged and everything. Could you imagine, like, he had no idea when he woke up that morning what was going to happen. He went from being like a nobody, like a guy that has a cigarette outside his mouth, like outside a gas station, to being like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter famous.
Oh, yeah, the viral sensation. I mean, there was a bombing on Christmas Day and nobody talked about it because everybody was talking about the Twisted Tea guy.
Like, his world just blew up overnight. So I don't know where that kid's hiding. I'm surprised he doesn't have like paparazzi outside his house.
Well, he also set his address in the video. So if anybody wants
to know,
they can go find him.
I was like, how are people not like pulling up on him? He was like, all day. I'm going to say it all day. I'm like, you shouldn't say that in the hood. And the thing is, my brother was like trying to make excuses for him. He was like, I feel bad for him. I don't think he's a racist. I was like, I don't think he's a racist either. But he had to, at a certain point in his life, when he was tossing around the N-word,
he knows better.
But yeah, a white person was like, listen, one day, they always say that, one day you're going to come in contact with the wrong person and they're not going to like it. And I'm sure he was like, man, whatever. Like, everybody know who I am. Everybody know me. Like, I'm going to be me regardless. And that day came.
And and that's why, like, I'm not even mad about it. I like the breakdown. There are people like, oh, he's going to go to jail. Like, actually, because the kick was thrown at the Twisted Tea that like kind of instigated everything, that kind of set everything off. So I don't know what's going to happen, but it's funny to watch Twitter lawyers just speculate on how things are all going to break down. It's just wild.
Can charges get pressed if neither of the parties complain?
I don't know. I mean, and I don't know how that's all going to work out, but I think the best case scenario is that they both just learn a lesson.
What did the black guy learn?
Just, shop at Giant Eagle.
Leave Triple K alone. He just wanted to buy his Twisted Tea and go on with his life. He's probably
I know, right? And he's not even buying like a six pack or anything. He just wanted that one tall boy, just to get him going, just to have a nice, relaxing evening. And then all of a sudden, he's the face of the movement.
But I love that he was wearing his mask. Like, he had his mask around his neck. Increasingly, as he got angrier and angrier, he just slid all the way down.
And then, like, also after the dude got smacked with the Twisted Tea, he like squares up to try and fight the guy. It's like, no, it's already over, man. You got knocked out by the Twisted Tea. And then yeah, he's like, okay, I'm good. So I think
Good.
I hope they all learn a lesson. I hope nobody was seriously injured, and I hope there's a few more remixes that come out of that
I'm
because
sure that dude
I
went to
enjoyed
the.
it.
I'm sure that dude went to the ER and everyone was like, "Hey, I know what you're here for."
Yeah.
Nurses in there roasting him.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I saw you on the internet. Yeah.
Yikes.
He didn't get busted open or anything though, so that's good. So he didn't have to like get stitches, but I bet he's got a pretty good bruise going today.
A pretty good bruise. He's lucky if that's all he has.
Yeah. So this is something that our listeners got in on. I follow Pat Oswalt, and he did this tweet where you say like it's like a band thing. So like someone's like my mode, Depeche, then Pat Oswalt says my surfers, Butthole, and my trees, Screaming. So these are all band names. So instead of Screaming Trees, it's my trees, Screaming. This is so not in your wheelhouse at all.
I was gonna say, My Romance, My Chemical.
Kinda.
Okay.
My Romance, Chemical.
Okay.
But Mike and Pharma killed it. He just went on and on. My Vanilla, Millie.
Ooh, tongue twister.
Yeah.
My Disco.
My Rama, Banana. My Daddy's Cherry Poppin'. My Boingo, Oingo.
He did a lot of those.
Yeah, he did. My Pistol Sex. My Chili Peppers Red Hot. My Dummies Crash Tested. I love that one. My Sabbath Black. So they're just all, there's like 60 or 70 of them. My Riot Quiet. I love it. Just some dumb stuff that it's just, I don't know, makes me laugh and makes Twitter fun again. I feel like Twitter's gotten more fun post-election.
Yes, people are a lot more, well, it's still election technically, but
well, there's still a lot of that going on, but I feel like it's definitely gotten more to silliness where it's like a lot more memes and people joking around and not acting like the world is going to end every goddamn day.
Yep, pretty much. I mean, I go on Twitter because there's porn on there now. So I'm like, okay, I follow porn stars.
You just do the Twitter porn. You got to be careful though. You might need a second account just so you don't hit the wrong thing.
Like it.
Yeah, like it or retweet it or something like that.
I didn't have it for this long. I ain't gonna like it. I already know. I'm like, watch it.
Yeah, but a couple twisted tees and your fingers get a little looser.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. Well, thank you for joining me today. Just a quick little live stream here. Anything? What do you got coming up this week on the Poundcake?
Actually, oh my gosh, it's going to be so much fun. So I'm actually venturing into Poundcake Pass, and I'm playing old clips from my college radio show.
Oh, yes.
On my new podcast. So old interviews. So I have like Chris.
Do you have any that you can like preview right now?
No, because they're on my laptop. I can't play them all right off the top. But I had Teddy Geiger, which that was my very first interview, and he is now a she.
Okay.
So,
but also Teddy still
Teddy, but yes. Yeah. And then Chris Allen, obviously the American Idol, and then I had Somo, which he was a recording artist. He's still a recording artist, but he was not as big as he once was. And then just old phone calls that I've had that just cracks me up. So I figured in the spirit of New Year, New Me, I leave the old Poundcake behind. So it's going to be essentially Cobra versus Poundcake in this Poundcake.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a great episode. And before we go, if anybody else wants to try, call in 216-302-8783. And then tomorrow we'll be back again at 3 p.m. Oh, I think we got one. Let me get over here. Hold on.
I was like, I'll stay for this one.
Hold on. This is still my crappy computer.
Probably a bill collector.
No, because this is going to my number. Oh, so this is not going to my like phone number. What? There's no one has this number except people that listen to this. All right, they called, but then they hung up.
Bitches.
You want to call back? I'll answer. I'm ready now.
I was too busy in the middle of talking about me.
Yeah, well, that's what you do.
I know.
And then also, please subscribe on the YouTube channel. Trying to get to 1,000. I'm almost I'm at 640 right now, so that's pretty good.
That is really good.
Trying to get people to hit that subscribe button.
Hell, you need to have Erica be your marketer. She got up to 60K
I
on
know.
her Instagram page. That's wild.
People looking at pillows and shit.
Pillows, home decor, fruits. I'm like,
Yeah, do
what
you
the
like
fuck you don't jazz up a fruit for?
do you like ruffles? We got them. All right, whatever. That's good
All right.
enough.
Anyways,
Thank you to everybody for watching. And back tomorrow. Cody Cooper is going to be my guest tomorrow. And then we'll be back live on the Alan Cox Show on Monday at 2 p.m.
it's crazy.
Happy New Year. Peace.
Happy New Year, guys.